Hey everybody, this is Saber, and we are here at the StarSide Podcast. Joining me across the way is...
It's me, Chris.
And Raiben.
And Dalmont.
And our wonderful guest, WedTM, who is on the Shine staff, along with myself, in case you didn't know.
Hello.
Today,
Cheeky
we didn't
Saber.
really have... Okay, fine. WedTM, who is on the Shine staff. Period.
Go fuck yourself.
End of sentence.
We're off to a great start.
Nothing else to add. I think we're doing splendidly. Okay, so...
I'm not even drinking.
Yet. You'll need to after this.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I guess let's go ahead and jump right into what we've been doing for the past week. Chris, you want to go first? We'll just go in a circle, I guess.
I've been doing nothing.
That's great. Eating sandwiches.
You know what I did? I made an automatic ammo loading thing on my ship, the Cormorant, which I am currently working on, and it's pretty neat.
Nice.
That's probably the best thing I accomplished in StarMade this week.
Well, nothing in life? Just
Nope.
StarMade.
Well, StarMade is my life.
That is
so.
Sitting there
Yeah.
glued to his computer the entire time.
He's like,
StarMade
what do you
is
mean?
life.
What is this life?
Yeah, what's life?
Yeah, right. I thought we established that life was a simulation with great graphics and shitty storyline.
Yeah, something like
Accurate.
that.
Also, I'm
Life
pretty
is
sure
in
Chris
StarMade.
actually weaponized a golf cart.
What?
What?
So he doesn't
Like a
have
real
spare
golf
time. He
I
just,
wanna
he just
do
doesn't
that
want us to
now.
know.
Oh,
Just
right, yes.
specifically golf carts.
Well, yeah.
He put rims
Nobody
on it.
expects it.
It's gotta
Come
be like
on.
really shitty weaponization, like Roman candles and bottle
Yeah,
rockets.
yeah.
Strapped to the
Nothing
end of
serious.
AK-47s.
Oh, man.
Instead of lasers, that's what he uses for sighting. It's totally accurate.
Something like that.
Oh,
He
so
just uses a flashlight.
today,
Laser
I
pointer.
guess it's worth mentioning, we are in the back of the Stargazer, right?
Yep, that's why you
Okay.
see a little bit of jumping here and there. Because as we fly, it happens.
Yep, we have the lovely and super awesome pilot Guthris flying us around, chaperoning us, if you will.
And he's making sure that Dalmont's foot doesn't get stuck in the garbage disposal again.
Or
What?
on the gas pedal.
That one.
Leadfoot.
I once fell asleep flying out of sun.
I like the garbage disposal better personally.
True actual stories.
Yep.
That's the great thing about this servers, though. Like, you could fall asleep flying, and you would keep going.
Yep.
You could fly into a sun.
Ever and ever
Yeah.
and ever.
Hey, how did you get 3
Physics for the
galaxies
win.
away? Oh, I fell asleep.
Well, that's how I did it before the reset. That's how I got to where I was because it was forever away from the spawn. I just hit W and then walked away and made dinner, came back, watched some Netflix.
No more
Now-
jamming quarters into your keyboard.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
Need to make the game harder.
yeah.
Too easy to just let Raiben
Thank you,
get away with
Guthris.
that.
Get away with what now?
Everything.
I was just lucky because halfway through I came back after making dinner and found a chimera blown up in the sector I was in. I was off to a great start.
Yikes.
Oh no, it was completely already destroyed. I just salvaged
No,
the
I
crap out of
know.
it.
That's like waking up next to a
happy.
dead lion. You're like,
God.
wow, this was lucky.
You fell asleep completely fine. Just you wake up, the claws are out. It's like right next to your face.
Yeah.
What happened?
Did I black out and kill a lion?
Thank you,
Am I the
drunk me.
Hulk? Yeah.
By the Hulk.
Nice.
You wake up in the zoo next to a dead lion. That's even worse.
Oh god, yeah.
And everybody's cheering. That's what woke you up.
Children are just, yay!
Oh man.
It's field trip
Or
day
you
at
wake
the- at
up.
the zoo.
Riding a lion.
You know, I think I actually snuck into a zoo one day. No joke. So
Wait, what?
it was.
Okay,
It was.
this is story time.
It was in Illinois when I was living there, and there was a crummy little zoo that was in town, and I had never been there, and I was curious what it was like and how pathetic it was. And so I was like, you know what, I'll go there. So I decided to go one day, and I figured there'd be like I don't know what they call it, admission fee, cover charge, whatever they call it. And so I was walking through, and there were just tons and tons of kids just walking in. I was like, oh, it must be like field trip day or whatever. And so I was, they were walking slow, so I was walking behind this pack of kids. And so we went through the gates or the booth or whatever. And I just walked right through. Nobody stopped me. Nobody even looked at me. Nobody asked any questions. I'm
They
like,
thought
I
you were a
bet they,
chaperone.
yeah, I bet they thought I was like a chaperone or like a teacher's assistant or a teacher. And so I just walked in. I got this free day at the zoo, and it was awesome. And by awesome, I mean it was awesome to get it for free. It was a really depressing zoo, but it was really nice to be able to do that for free and not have to pay for a crappy trip to a terrible zoo.
No response
Fair
here.
enough.
Yeah, it was fun.
I got free admission to the aquarium because I was wearing my uniform once.
Oh, nice. Yeah, when you wear your uniform, you just get free stuff,
No,
including
well,
the
yeah.
ladies.
Yeah.
My brother will go visit his wife, my sister-in-law, in her office where she works, and every once in a while he'll be in his uniform because he's still in the army, and all of her coworkers are like, "When's he coming back? He should come back more often." It's like, wow, do you not see the ring on the hand?
Do you not know who he's here for?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know, and too much about that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I guess since Chris didn't do jack shit, I haven't really done a whole lot either. I've been building with Rails again, of course.
God, we suck.
Yeah. I've been flying a little bit of War Thunder, just because the new patch came out and I wanted to see fire really, 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 really bad because my goal is to get a Spitfire variant in all of the Spitfire variants in the game. And other than that,
You were just playing Besiege, weren't you? I saw you on Steam doing that.
There was.
How's that?
It's a lot of fun. They got a new update. I only played for like 30 minutes, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot, but I did a little bit. And then other than that, I played some KSP earlier today.
Oh, nice. I've been meaning to do more of that lately. But
I'm great at building things in StarMade. Not so much in KSP.
Oh yeah. I love doing planes in KSP because I don't know, it's really fun to test them out, be a test pilot.
Yeah.
And watch them gloriously fall apart or land safely.
Yeah.
My favorite part is trying to get them back on the runway.
Yes, absolutely.
See, you guys can actually get to that point. For instance, when it comes to me and Kerbal rocketry in general, I can make it to the moon.
Oh yeah.
I can't make it back.
Oh, okay. That I don't know. I can get to the moon
really
and I can get
bad.
to Minmus. I can't get anywhere else.
Nope, I can't. I can. It's lucky if I can get to the moon sometimes.
I run into serious problems in the outer solar system. Like getting to Dune and stuff is fine, except for the part where landing is involved. That's hard. That's
I can do the
really
landing
hard.
part on the moon. I just and I can get through atmospheric reentry no problem, even with the new superheated, deadly reentry sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Which I love.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. But it's learning how much or how to use your fuel efficiently, because I like to go just make it go fast.
I always send out lifeboats, right? I'll get them there, and then I'll just send another mission with a whole bunch of extra fuel and just shoot it out there for them.
Oh, okay.
That's a really good idea. I might need to. You might need to talk me through.
Launch fuel to space.
Yeah, you're basically sitting on a mission where it's like,
budget.
hey, we'll get to you guys sometime.
It's coming, we promise. Government efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm
The
trying to
green
do a
bureaucracy.
research run through or whatever. One of the research versions, so that you start with less amount of parts, but you don't have to worry about cash. Mm-hmm. And I have learned that without the T800 1.25 meter rocket part, the big fuel tank, I can't get to the moon.
Oh.
I'm that crap. Or I probably could if I really overbuilt stuff, but I don't have struts yet, so things tend to fall apart on the launch pad.
I think my favorite thing that I've made so far has been a lifting craft or carrier craft, whatever you call it, which basically hauls up a rocket or another space plane. But the only problem is because I'm just one person, I don't have a way to test it well. Right. Because as soon as I release the rocket, I'm going in a 60-degree more climb as I release the rocket, and so then I have to make sure that I'm pulling away from its trajectory, but it also needs to maintain its trajectory too. And so the problem that I have is like I can't be in both at the same time. So like maybe we could like if I could try and do that in multiplayer, that'd be awesome. But I don't know if it would work.
Yeah, we need to set that up again.
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
you and Dal had dark multiplayer set up. We definitely need to do that soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll stream it.
Yes,
Totally.
and videos.
Well, no,
because everybody liked the video.
Saber and I will stream it. Dal will just sit there and go, "Well, I wish I could stream it."
Yeah,
Good point.
I'm gonna do nothing.
Well, actually, with
stuff.
1.0, they improved the
helped.
OpenGL. So I've had way fewer problems, actually. The way that the rendering engine works now works on a newer version of OpenGL.
Nice.
StarMade, however.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I
Graphics
guess
card processor OP. Driver's underpowered.
I guess that's a good point. We'll let you go next, Dal. I'm pretty much done. I haven't done crap other than that.
Yeah, I finished 2 ships last night, so there was that. Gone back to
Wait. You finished 2 ships last night, or 1.5 ships?
1.5 ships. It would be 1.5 ships.
All right, because we
technically,
gotta record
the
other
whole
half
of that other one is like 95% done.
Yeah, it's pretty.
The other
close.
5% being pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I'm really
Fair
excited
enough.
for that. It's gonna look just absolutely dope when we.
Yeah,
Get
you know
it
that was
released.
only like half an hour, right? It felt like it was
Really?
longer than that. Yeah, like I looked at the footage, it was only like half an hour.
Wow, you can talk
Yeah.
about speed build.
I'm not surprised.
That's intense.
I'm never surprised
so-
by that sort of thing.
When I crunch that, it's gonna be like 2 minutes.
Jesus.
probably
Oh
less than
god,
that.
I need to go big.
No, more than 6 hours.
Back to the 6-hour build.
No more of those, please.
Well, it's easier
Jesus.
when the design flows less from, I guess, a concept,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more
when you
from
can-
just thin air.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's usually how I like
The word I would use is
to build
shit.
too. Yeah, that's the one.
Well, I asked him at the start of the build. I'm like, "Hey, so do you have like a rough idea what it's gonna do?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Not even close." He's like, "I want it to hurt things." Okay, Tal. Good job.
Okay.
And
well,
there you have all the design inspiration I used.
that
That and Lego ships.
Yeah.
My
toilet.
God. Oh yeah, that and the toilet. Granted, I guess I did have mac and cheese, so it's only fitting that's orange.
Yeah, I had mac and cheese too. That's delicious.
I haven't had mac and cheese in a while.
It is.
I want mac and cheese
good.
now.
It's the best.
Well, I just made
Why
it
do
some
you
not
guys
even
do
too
this
long
to
ago.
me? It's so
good.
unfair.
I haven't had mac and cheese pizza in forever.
I had
Raiben.
pizza last night.
You
Oh,
ever
nice.
had kimchi fried rice?
Yes, I have.
That's what I'm making after the stream.
Yeah, I make some pretty good, a pretty good version of that myself.
Is that from that
Miso
YouTube
fried
channel you
rice is
linked the
better.
other day?
You're damn right.
Nice. Yeah.
I
so
realized I have
what
all
was
this
it?
stuff in my closet.
Is it recipes or is it just like they
It's-
show you how to do it?
She just
or-
sits there and she's like, "Today we're gonna make this shit," and
Oh.
then starts throwing crap together like in a really informative way, and then suddenly there's good food.
Okay, nice. As opposed
like what my
to
dad
Epic
does.
Mealtime, where it's just like, food,
It's like that, but with a nice kind of middle-aged Asian lady.
but reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to make our own channel and just call it Reasonable Mealtime.
We could certainly do that.
It's like the most depressing cookbook I've ever seen is Microwave Cooking for One.
Oh man, that's sad.
Oh, they need to hand that out to every military person in the world, though. Stuck in the barracks, it helps. And you wouldn't believe how many microwaves get set on fire in the barracks.
Yeah, I was an RA, a resident assistant in college, and it scares me how many people forget to like either put water in their mac and cheese or noodles, or
put
they
metal
leave
in
popcorn
there.
in there, or metal, or they leave popcorn and let it light on fire. Like I don't know how many fire drills we had where it was just guys just not using a microwave properly. I'm like, you were in college, university. What are you doing?
How did you make
You have
it in
no
here?
excuse.
Yeah. It's just so sad.
I mean, people that score a 20 on their ASVAB will, I mean, you can give them a little bit of leeway.
You won't know any better
being-
anyways.
Yeah, right. Ironically, those are usually the people that turn out to be cooks. I'm not joking.
That scares me.
Yeah. I know. Anyway, well, Saber, I guess we're on to you.
Okay, let's see. Today has been work and meetings all day, but it's been awesome because it's been Shine stuff. and not work like weekday work stuff, which blows. So it's been a very productive, very, very good day. And yeah, other than that, oh my gosh, I have to try and remember what I've been doing the past week. Playing StarMade. I've been building space truck. I've been working on a space truck, which was originally given to me by Kratos way back when I was doing the Desert Race Planet, and he built that thing to haul racers around. And so I decided I wanted to update that and make an actual space truck for rails. And so I set it up where like basically the trailer is like 3 segments of rails that like all
you were screaming at it all night the other night.
Yeah, I was having problems, but
so you know it's gonna be a good one though.
I like it. Ship. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it looks really cool when it actually loads stuff up too. Like I hauled the vellum a little bit with it, and it looks right. It just does. I love it.
Nice.
But other than that, that's pretty much all I've been playing is StarMade and then working on stuff.
I do know that we've been doing a lot of survival. We went mining op the other day, and
I actually had to stop myself. Oh yeah, the mining op that was like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
Ugh. I mean, it was fun, but I wanted to make because I get to cut that footage now. So yay, 4 hours.
I'm so glad it wasn't me recording.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. Like,
I'll leave that sort of thing to you, man. I'm not touching it anymore.
Well, I just like remember where the surprisingly, I remember where the good parts are, and then just chop it down to those.
Yeah, it's like trying to edit like footage from the 12-hour live streams I used to do all the time.
Yeah, no thanks on that.
It's painful.
You poor bastard. I'm still sorry for you. It's been how long, and I'm still sorry for you.
You want to know the worst part is?
Well, it's for charity, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm looking to do another charity live stream sometime in the future. I enjoy doing the live streams. I don't like putting out videos of it afterwards.
That's true. Dare I say it? We could possibly do a StarSide charity one, like share it between the 3 of us.
Yeah, we could.
I don't know, something.
I mean,
that way it's not one person up for.
Yeah, it's 4 hours each.
Yeah.
Except Dal wouldn't do it, so it'd have to be you and me.
Well, no. Right.
I'd find the time.
It'd be 3 hours each.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just sit there and build a ship.
Nah,
yeah.
we set up a whole bunch of events and then get a whole bunch of community interaction and stuff. Usually there's a couple of build events in there. I've still got the old spreadsheet with the different event types and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's
actually a lot of fun, and it's just a matter of get plenty of sleep before you do it because you ain't sleeping during it.
Well, what is this sleep you speak of?
Yeah, I know you and I both have that problem. This is why I don't do them very often. I mean, I've done like 3. On the 3rd one, I had to go to the hospital halfway through. And then I was inpatient for 3 days.
I don't think I remember that.
Yeah, the first one went off without a hitch. The second one was for the Malala Fund, which was really cool. The 3rd one, I was running, and about halfway through, I just had this huge abdominal pain. And I didn't know what the hell it was. I thought it might be appendicitis or something. So I was like, yeah, I gotta go. I'm sorry, guys. We'll pick this up some other time. I never did, but I left like about halfway through, and I was inpatient for 3 days. I couldn't eat or drink anything.
That's fun.
I was pissed. I was really pissed.
You know, if we did do another charity live stream, we should get ships from the community, have like a mini competition, and the winners, you know, like the top 5 go into the giveaway, basically. On top 5 underrated ships.
Yeah.
Well, like I know we did speed build competitions where we give everybody 2 hours, and everybody got to build, and I just cruise around and look at everybody's ships while they were building them. And it was a really good time. Either that or I'd build one myself.
Mm-hmm.
And or team build ships were a lot of fun. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with the building. It's just a matter of trying to keep the whole thing upbeat and entertaining to watch, so you can't just do building the whole time. Or else every stream that I do would be a charity live stream. But then
we should have done the speed build between you and Skylord Dow as a charity. It was long enough.
No kidding. Could have squeezed some more out of that in the end.
Imagine this ship we could get.
It would have been longer.
Hours. Right. Yeah, you can film the whole thing, Saber. I ain't touching it.
Yeah. No. I would just leave a static camera and go to bed.
Well, I was going to say, put your camera on a
Yep.
rail in the middle of the ship.
Yeah, it would work.
Yeah.
And just
Wait,
slow
if you had-
360-degree pan.
You could totally do that. If you had
Mm-hmm.
a rail on, like, as your ship expanded, you could just expand the rail, and it would just, like, you know, if you had it just going back and forth, you could just make it keep going farther each time, and like it would be totally controlled by the.
Yeah, but
you can
at
do that.
5,000% speed, it would be bouncing back and forth real fast.
Well, not 5,000% speed. Thinking like
Well, that's what
one.
you did.
What?
Isn't that what you set it to? 5,000% speed for the 6-hour build?
Okay, I gotcha. I thought you meant rail speed.
No.
Yeah. The actual footage was compressed like
Yeah.
5,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're right. That wouldn't
Yeah.
look too good.
Yeah.
But if it was like 1% speed, maybe you could just do like
You
one
could
long pan.
you could build a giant circle, right? And or build like your camera out like 600 blocks, right? And then just have that spinning around due to Newtonian physics.
Yeah.
I think that might work better.
Yeah, I don't know. We can figure it out.
Yeah.
Or just not do it at all. I think it'd be better off doing that. Just do it. It just helps to have a human hand behind the camera.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess what TM? What have you been up to in the last week or so?
Oh man, I have been up to quite a bit recently. Where should I start?
Probably at the beginning. It's a very fine place to start.
At the dawn of time.
Oh man, the beginning of this week? Ah, gosh. Well, so I share my time both with StarMaid and also my day job. So, yeah, this week was mostly filled with my day job, but we've been making quite a bit of progress since the Rails update on some other internal things as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure most of you guys know that convention season is coming up, and we've probably like every other game in the sea, we've been working on figuring out which ones we want to go to and where we want to make a presence to. So we've been doing a lot of stuff in that realm.
Wow.
See, I like that you brought that up because I can't say things like that with confidence without being like, oh, I'm so going to get in trouble for this. Like,
Yeah.
things in my team, I'm like, yeah, I could mention this or that. But like, Shine-wide, I'm like, no way. I'm not saying anything.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
it's always...
I like my job.
It's,
I want to keep it.
It's one of the benefits I get with my fancy title, right?
That is true.
There's also the responsibility I get with it, which I'm not too happy about, but you know, it comes with the
It is
territory.
what it is.
You want all the fun with no
It'd
responsibility.
be worse.
Exactly.
Don't we
you know,
all?
I think that would be the great way of doing it.
That is true. Yeah.
Be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Greek way of living.
Right.
History jokes, always good.
Yep. Always relevant.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Semi-topical.
Oh man. Anyway.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're also, we're working on the registries. We're beefing up the API there. We really want to be able to provide a lot of data-centric endpoints for people to build websites and add-ons and things like that for the game. So the registry is getting a big overhaul right now.
Awesome.
Hell to the yeah.
And if I remember right, you guys launched a newsletter a little while ago.
We did our very first newsletter. It went off with great success. This time we were fortunate enough to be able to send it off to every single person who subscribed to StarMaid at some point. However, if for some reason you didn't get that newsletter, or you would like to ensure that you're signed up for the newsletter in the future, you can just do that right from the main front page of the website.
Nice. Yeah, I remember there was a lot of talk of, oh my god, StarMaid's spamming. Yeah, no, they're not. They're not spamming you. One email does not count as spam.
And bugged me so much.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, really, guys?
We
Yeah,
had to explain it to everybody in our chat for a little while too.
Mm-hmm.
It took, there was a lot of internal discussion on how we should do that. We haven't had a newsletter before, and so there was never really a reason, obviously, for us to provide a checkbox when you signed up for something that didn't exist.
Right.
But going forward, obviously, we want to be able to have the users pick if they would like to have that email come through. So that's present now. But we still wanted people to know what we were up to, and we know that there's a lot of people out there that probably bought the game, a year or so ago and haven't touched it in a few months, and might have even forgot it existed. And we figured that this was a nice way of getting that information into their hands as seamlessly as possible.
Yeah, it makes sense too. And I think the nice thing is, unlike most other newsletters that I've seen or unfortunately been a part of, if you will, or had subjected on me, this one is the kind that if you don't want it, you don't even have to click a button and you'll never get it again. If you do want it, then you have to actively do something, and that's a nice change from what I've seen. It's usually, don't want to see this again? Unsubscribe now. But if you don't click the button, we're going to send you one every day for the rest of your life.
They win by freaking making you do work because nobody wants to do work, even if it's literally moving your mouse 3 inches to the left.
Yeah.
Exactly, and they know that, right? And that's kind of the reason why they do that. So, and to talk to that point, we have ample evidence that the way that we did it does work, because we've had several thousand people sign up for the newsletter already.
Yep. Yeah, I remember. I think it came out the day that we did the last podcast.
Yeah, I believe so, because I mentioned it briefly on that one.
Yeah. And thankfully, we kind of got to tell everybody, hey, don't worry about it too much. And it seems to have gone over pretty well.
Yeah, it is. And and to encourage people to subscribe to the newsletter, we're planning on doing some individual giveaways at some point in the future through the newsletter. Maybe it includes a free CD key for you to give out to a friend. Maybe it's a badge or something like that. We're not quite sure, but definitely going to be a benefit to subscribing to the newsletter.
Cool. Yeah, I don't mind that idea.
If we have a badge, it should be called the Newsies or something.
No.
Everybody dances in the street and sings.
Informants.
Oh, God.
How about just informed?
Informed, yeah, that'd be good.
Informed consent.
Then it's kind of cheeky, Like, yeah.
Call it informed.
Are you
could have
insinuating
this if
everyone
you
else
weren't
is
a
not
dick.
informed?
Yeah.
When you unsubscribe, you lose the badge. It's not DLC.
Oh, jeez.
So another thing that we're working on, in fact, Saber has been actively involved in this part as well, is growing up as a kid playing video games. You have that the game is on the screen, and then when you stop playing the game, that's when your imagination kicks in, right? And you start devolving into that world on your own in your own imagination, and playing a game. I remember running around pretending like I was running through the Ocarina Forest as a kid, playing my little ocarina or whatever, and enjoying that kind of aspect of the game, the lore, and building my own little part in it. And I want that to happen with StarMade as well. So what we're doing is we're investigating, and we have some beta tests. Actually, I'm playing with one right here in my hand, of allowing people to 3D print their creations that they make in StarMade. I have a ship that one of our players made that I've printed out, and it's now a physical object. And I think the ability to do that will be really, really fun for people.
How much to get one printed out right now and sent to me?
Depends on how long you want to let me spend modeling it.
So yeah, right now it's kind of a manual process. We take the design, and Saber runs his voodoo magic on it, and I get a 3D model, and then we print it out here with a 3D printer.
Now I'm gonna get so many emails like, "Oh my god, I'm bringing you my ship, make it."
Change your email address right now.
Abandoned ship
account.
Abandoned ship.
So
Right.
just
He's
to
got to
sort of-
change his name, his email.
in order to specify on that, I believe we're going to be trying to work on some sort of an exporter, right? It's not done through me yet. It was just kind of a test.
Yeah. These
currently.
are obviously very, very early in the process. You probably won't see anything public for several months to come, but it's going on. That process is happening, and it's something that we think is important.
All right, you got to tell me, is it the RLS Legacy?
Wait, what? Oh, the legacy.
The
No,
ship.
it's not.
Damn.
That would be
That would have been my
most of
my
a
first
nightmare
guess.
to print, but no, it wasn't.
Yeah, fair enough. Is it the
Yeah.
one?
No, it's not the. That would be a rectangle. That would only be a rectangle, and I would cringe at seeing it printed. And then I would smash it. I would only print it to smash it.
The Dalmont?
The Dalmont.
Yeah.
Print it out in sandstone and blow it up with fireworks.
There we
Right.
go.
Yeah, that's possible. We're actually working with a company called Shapeways that will be able to upload our models to, and they have a plethora of different materials that you can print in. Everything from glass to sandstone to 24 karat gold. Yeah.
Now
One
that's
thing
how you win
24
Star
karat
Made
gold,
when your ship is made
Dalmont.
of gold.
Okay, so weird
Somebody
question.
sent Saber a Dalmont made out of 24 karat gold.
No. I'll melt it down and sell it.
If you guys are going to be working with Shapeways, how do you handle the people who are be like, I want to print out my Starship Enterprise without breaking any kind of copyright laws or something like that?
You know, that's a good question. It's something that we're in talks with. We have our lawyers working on all sorts of things, that being one of them. From what we understand so far, it would fall under creative license. So there shouldn't be any problems there. Obviously, because what we're doing here is we're allowing individuals to take something that they've created, even if it may be an artistic representation of something that has a copyright on it, and print it out for their own personal use. Obviously, that tends to change pretty drastically if you start printing multiple copies and trying to resell them yourself. But yeah, there will be guidelines and restrictions on what you can do with those models, but they should be fairly open. At least that's our intent and our outlook on it so
Yeah,
far.
not for resale, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
intended for you to take something that you've made and print it out in a hard copy so that you can have it on your desk, play
That's
with it, let
really
your kids
cool.
play with
Makes
it.
a great paperweight.
Well, I
So,
could make a new Stargazer. Just keep it on my desk.
all I'm going to say is Star-Made Chess, anyone?
Oh God,
Yeah.
yes.
And also, spoilers, I will totally be setting up the first shop on that, like whether you like it or not. I'm going to figure out how to export from the blog format right now.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be number 2 on the list. Don't worry about it. Skylord will probably be number 3, or
No.
he might be number 1 because he's just too goddamn fast.
Sky will probably figure out a way to make them into Legos where you can use your templates to build things with.
God damn it!
Because he has so many templates.
Yeah, I think he's got over 700 now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Coming soon to a Toys R Us.
Doesn't
near
Lego
you.
have that
Star-Made
website
Legos.
where you can
Yeah,
build
yeah.
something on the website and then they will create a kit out of that and then send
Yeah.
it to you, right? Yeah. So it should be possible.
It's nuts.
It's terrifying how modular they've made that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like, all the
remember-
instructions are procedural now.
Yeah, I remember a friend of mine did that at one point. I don't remember what it was but yeah. Also, I mean, wasn't it possible to export your ship as an OBJ via Smedit way back when? I could have sworn that was true because I think Crusade did it.
If you could get it into Smedit, then I'm pretty sure you can export it somehow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just curious because I remember that an old version of Smedit you could do that with it.
No, going
It was dirty as
backwards
all
was
hell.
horrible. I managed
Oh,
to
no,
get
it
an
was dirty
instant
as all hell,
once,
but-
and all the blocks were literally one try. It was a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
would need an actual official exporter, which the devs would just need to basically throw together for us. We wouldn't want to use a third-party thing for that.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking of way back when because I remember somebody, and I think it was Crusade, exported stuff as OBJs and then turned them into schematic pictures,
Yeah.
and it was kind of cool. I mean, they were janky as all hell, but he proved the concept way back when, so that's all I was remembering. Oh God, who's got the disco ball?
That would be a Pirate Station Alpha.
Nice.
Oh, my baby.
I hate you guys. That freaking station, man.
That's weird.
Oh man,
Alpha's
I love
against
it every single
humanity.
day. I love it every single time that somebody dies to one of my missile turrets.
No, they don't have chicken feels.
Or those are my laser turrets and my missile turrets, and I love them both. But I like the missile turrets better because they kill more people. Anyway, So, anything else to share, Wed?
I think that's pretty much where we're at.
Fair enough. Just want to make sure you get to say your piece before Dalmont starts talking about stupid things.
Strange things.
You're killing me.
No, Dal, what I'm saying is you now have free license to do so. And talking about your kimchi, I guess, does count.
But hey, that's later. We don't spoil my recipes here.
I gotta admit, and I don't want to reveal too much of your personal life, WTM, unless that's something you want to discuss. But like, I was surprised to find out that you have people to, let's say, small people to set up bouncy houses for.
Yeah,
I didn't know you had that situation going on. Like, I
have 2 kids, and my wife is actually 7 months pregnant with my third.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't want to like say that if that wasn't information you wanted out. Like, I was surprised to find out at your age that that you've got 2 already and a third on the way. I'm like, wow, all right, that's news.
Somebody's got their life in
terrifying, by the way.
Well, I figured I got to get them out of the way early, right? Because by the time I'm 40, I don't want to deal with little kids.
I guess I'm doing it all wrong then.
Yeah.
That's a really good strategy, actually.
It is actually.
I kind of went through that, except my ex and I split up, and now I don't have to deal with anything.
Except yourself.
Yeah.
The worst of all.
Exactly. And I am a horrible person, and we all know this. Yeah, we do.
Why we hang out with you?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because
so horrible.
He does a good job at administrative stuff.
Yeah. I know how to run the server. That's about it. I'm not entertaining. I'm not a nice person. Actually, I'm an asshole. Yeah. Well, in no unclear terms, Oh, by the way, for those watching, there's going to be a StarSide Cards Against Humanity pack, which is turning out amazing.
Yeah,
so if anybody plays that game,
censor a few people on that. But there were a few items where I was like, we can't have that.
Yeah,
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's still in concept stage, but it's absolutely amazing.
There's one that went missing that I'm still butthurt about, but we'll talk about that when we're not on stream.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, but there are some in there that are really, 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 really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like teleporting Costa into 888.
Yes, that is pretty good.
Yes, Raiben, that's fantastic. That's the most tame one in there.
I know. That's why I chose it. Oh, there's some absolutely horrible ones in there though.
I was really surprised to find that we were doing that even. I mean, I guess it was Connexia that started it, but I didn't even realize that you could do that as easily as you apparently can.
Yeah, you can add your own card packs now, and I don't know the whole process behind it, but I think it's almost like a text file, and then it just sort of draws from the lines or something.
Yeah.
It's really easy, and it's it's going to make late nights really, really entertaining. Or terrifying. Or both. Both. Anyway.
So, with a day job, a family, and then Shine work as well, do you have any time for any other games that you play, or is it pretty much all eaten up by that?
Oh man, so I've definitely been playing a lot of GTA recently since it came in on PC.
Excellent choice.
I'm a big fan of that series.
Yep.
I don't get a lot of time to play video games very much. During the day I work for a company called Getty Images in Seattle as a software developer there. So it's generally a lot of my time is taken up by my work, and I like that because I tend to pick jobs that I enjoy working on anyways.
That's out of anything that I could ever give people advice on, it is to pursue a career or get a job in something that you enjoy doing. And like, I know a lot of people say it, but it really it pays for itself. Like, even if the job does not pay well, do something that you enjoy, because if you sit there for 8+ hours a day, just like, oh, I can't wait to go home, I can't wait until the weekend, you're not living life. You're just waiting until the weekend. And that's the most miserable existence you can have.
It's actually funny too, because there's a chance, right, that you pick up a job just because you need the money, or you start doing something just because you need to for one reason or another, and then you end up liking it too, and never be against something like that happening, because
Oh yeah.
it can be nice. Like for me, I never thought I'd like server configs.
I mean, that's not a
didn't.
job, but
I know it's not a job, but I mean, it's something that, you know, doing coding and things like that, I've had a little bit of experience over the course of my life, but it was never something that like was super fun, or just playing with computer stuff, right? The guts, other than I like doing visual stuff most of the time, but it turns out that playing with configs and seeing what happens on the other end and doing stuff like that, that's a lot more fun, which is why I'm relearning Lua right now. And I never thought it'd be entertaining.
That's sort of something that happened with me, at least recently. So the job I have isn't one that I would call fun, and I'm honestly in it 99% because it is something that I need to get back on my feet financially, and you know, so I can keep pursuing the dreams that I've got with careers and such. But recently I got switched to a different position within the same company, which is not that different a position, but it's a technical author, and previously it was a different type of author. And so now I'm actually working with, you know, schematics and more with the technical side of the machines. And so for the past few months, because I got switched to this like a week or two ago, but for the past few months, it's just been like every day it's like, going to work, like whatever, it sucks. I still don't love the job, but being able to do this more technical stuff, I've been enjoying it a lot more, because it's like identifying patterns of like, there's something wrong here because like I noticed this and that and all this other stuff. So it's been a lot better, but it's just kind of like, you know, a stepping stone on the way to what I'm going to do next. Which don't be afraid to take something for a while just so you can be stable, because like if you're too picky, you're gonna have issues. Like you're not gonna get jobs, and you're gonna be passing up opportunities that you should otherwise take.
I don't mean to interrupt, but Del, you're definitely going to be interested in what's behind the ship right now.
Hello. That looks... What is... Ooh.
Oh, it's the Cobalt Prime Station. So
Why don't I
on our
see
server, it's
That's,
going for me too. I just hit F on it.
That's a Marian-based design right there. From
Yeah,
Eve.
they have, you know, apocalypses and
There's a
coercers and
purifier over there.
Armageddons, yeah.
So on our server over the past, week and a half, we've had just an explosive growth. We've had
That's
few...
Damn understatement.
Yeah, we've had a few big factions from other servers come onto ours. Some are like slowly trickling in, others have like I think switched completely. And we went from being like 20-25 players at our peak hours to 20-25 all the time, and our peak hours hit like 40-50 plus.
Yeah,
it's insane. And so we're like trying to upgrade everything and like keep it all so it's stable.
Exactly. Speaking of which, we did upgrade the server. We had to. We literally had no choice. So we've got an extra 2 gigs of RAM and an extra 2 processors that run fast, and all 6 processors.
We ran out of
faster.
slots.
Yeah, we actually ran out of server slots at one point, so we're up to 64 slots instead of the original 40. Yeah, it's
so that should last us, what, like 2 weeks?
Yep.
It's been back up for about a week and a half.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's been crazy. Like, and I think part of that has come from just the game's growth recently, because like there's been a fairly sizable increase on player base, just overall. And part of that's been, I imagine, because of the Rails. Part's been because of the newsletter. Like people have remembered, oh yeah, this game is still a thing. So that's been a nice addition to it. But at the same time, like I can't help but think that part of it is just because of our server is so different from so many other servers.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of just built the server we want to play on, not just the server that is easy to play on or is, how can I say this, easy to manage. I mean, don't get me wrong, this server can be a nightmare to manage because we've got build sectors, we've got survival gameplay, we've got all sorts of stuff going on.
Events, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, between all that, I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do. Thankfully, we have a large admin team that actually knows what the hell they're doing.
And it has got to be the best admin team in all of StarMade. Like, it's just hands down. Like, I mean, they're all highly responsible. They can adapt well to different situations. They're all dedicated. Like, right now, Guthris is one of our admins. He's flying the ship right now just so we can have stuff going on in the background. Like that's the sole reason, and like he volunteered for it, I think, unless you like con him into it.
Well, I con everybody into doing everything, but I call it volunteering, so it was volunteering. It's called the other term for it is voluntold.
Yes, that is true.
Yep.
So yeah,
it's kind of like being drafted.
The only reason we can run it.
It's kind of like being drafted, but worse.
Yeah, because you have to deal with us on a regular basis.
Instead of going to war where you might die, you have to deal with us all the time.
Yep. And there's no escape.
I literally just heard the ruffling of draft pamphlets.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Those things that they basically dropped out. No, draft pamphlets. Those things that they basically hand you and be like, you got to register in case we ever need you.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's been so long since I've had to do that, I don't remember.
I just remember registering to vote and registering for the draft on the same day.
Yep.
And then walking away.
So I don't want to get this
and
political,
then joining up
but
with the military anyway.
Just as far as military, like I used to have such a noble idea of the military, and I'm not saying the military isn't awesome, because like as far as the people, soldiers, and everybody who joins up, amazing people, kudos, awesome, especially because Memorial Day is tomorrow, so thank you all for your service, and for World War II, which was insane, and Dick Winters is awesome. Side note, Band of Brothers, watch it. Anyway,
and Pacific.
And well, yeah, I wasn't as fond of that one, but it was still good. The issue that I have with it nowadays is that there's so much political BS in it, and like I've seen that through my brother, who he is in a branch of the military, not to out him, and so he doesn't enjoy it. Like he went in with noble intentions, and then it just turned into he was just getting screwed around, and it just got to be such BS. Yeah, it's basically high school, and it's just like now he's just ready to get out, and he's gonna get out this year, which he's so happy about. So it's like, I don't know, there was a switch in there somewhere, and like I said, I don't want this to get political, but I don't even know where I was going with it. It was just a story, anecdote, but
yeah, I mean, it's a bureaucracy, and like any bureaucracy, you've got, just a whole lot of people trying to manage a whole lot of stuff, and it's just not efficient. And beyond
unlike
that,
our server, wink.
Well, that's because in the end, it's like four of us chilling up here and saying, yeah, this is how it's going to be.
Well, that and spreadsheets.
Yeah, a lot of spreadsheets.
So many spreadsheets.
Dalmont, I hate you for starting the spreadsheet spam.
I began the spreadsheet game.
Good. It keeps us organized, and ideas flow. And
yeah, but then it's like, did you check the spreadsheet? And you sit there and go,
which one?
Which one?
Yeah, that does suck.
It's horrible because I've got I opened up my, Google Sheets or whatever. I've got so many.
Yeah, they really need like a folder sorting system for those. They really do.
Yeah,
because and then they get changed around sometimes. Like we have one for all of our sectors in the Imperium, which is our faction that we play on, and it's one of the main ones on the server. But like we have a spreadsheet just to know where all of our bases are and stuff. And apparently that got leaked, Chris, to the public, and so we had to destroy that one and then make a new one. And I was the one who made the original one. I don't know where the second one is. Somebody else has it.
Yeah, I got a copy of it next minute.
I have no idea. Okay, all right, good, because I need to copy that because it's kind of my thing.
I didn't even know that it had to get. I didn't know any of this crap. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's so many layers to this that it's like we don't know when other stuff happens. Like I don't.
Feels
know
like
when,
I'm playing EVE Online sometimes.
Basically, yeah.
Except you build your own ships.
I mean, running our own faction that's like this size and this organized, we really are pretty much making StarMade into an RTS. We're like, okay, we're going to do mining ops here. We need these resources. Set up a base here. Do this. Do that.
These are our relations with people. RTS.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Only we run it with spreadsheets.
Oh yeah.
Not as bad as EVE from what I've heard, but I've never played EVE, so I can't really talk on that much.
There's no spreadsheets. Like you only do that if you want to do like trading hardcore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's more EVE is balanced tedium. At least in my opinion, I think. Because there's a lot of if you're going to go out asteroid mining, the best thing you can do is set it to start mining and then walk away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it doesn't, sometimes it really doesn't feel like a game. It feels like work to me. But then most MMOs these days do.
Yeah. I played Guild Wars 2 for quite a while, and I don't know if it's just because that was the first MMO I ever played. And once I completed, because I like to explore, so once I completed the map, I found all the places, I was done. I considered myself having won. I didn't go on all the raids, I didn't do all the dungeons, whatever. I did a bunch of them, but not all of them. But once I explored the whole map, I'm like, okay, I win. I'm done, and I haven't touched it since.
I played Guild Wars 2 as well, and for me, and I played World of Warcraft way back in the day, and for me, it was always about the dungeons, specifically because it was all about going with a group of friends and trying to take out something that was supposed to, that if you went in alone, you would not turn out well on the other end.
Yeah.
So it's it's one of those things where everybody has their own reason for playing, but then once you're done with that, it's one of those things where if my friends didn't play or weren't online, I wouldn't play.
Yeah.
And it's still very much the same for me, even with StarMade from time to time.
Where this was just single player, this would be totally different.
Yeah, exactly. And for me, it's if nobody's online, I'll build because that's become kind of a big thing for me, obviously. But a lot of times, if you guys aren't on, I'll just go watch Netflix for a little bit. Well, and I'll usually have the game open because for me, it's, I like to keep an eye on the server because I like to know when things go bad. They usually don't, but once in a while. But yeah, for me, it's usually just, in StarMade, it's building and doing, group stuff for the most part. And the nice thing about the server is, at least now, there's usually... Oh, crap. No, there's just about always somebody entertaining on.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool for our little community.
Speaking of groups, MMOs, and StarMade, I'm excited to run some more of our scenarios, like a boss sector scenario, which I think would be really awesome. Get a giant ship in, maybe a fleet of ships, and then just be like, hey, there's this boss level stuff. Good luck. Watch how many people die from it.
Manticore.
Yeah, all sorts of dangerous, scary, bad things.
Yeah, Chicken's gonna be jumping for joy the second he hears, oh yeah, we're gonna put your Manticore somewhere.
Just one in the whole universe.
Yep. And no one will be able to kill it.
Nope. Unless the entire population threw themselves at it, maybe. But I don't know.
Give me a couple Anyos.
Yeah.
I finally did that refit, so they're good to go.
Nice.
Yep. And actually, going back to you, Wetium, we played an absolute crap load of GTA 5 for a while there.
Yes, I was actually going to bring this up too. Go ahead.
To the point where, we did every heist. The only thing we haven't really done yet is every heist without dying.
Yeah,
Nice.
We were basically farming heists at a point.
Yeah.
It was mostly the
fucking
third
luck.
one, I think.
What's that?
I think it was mostly the third one that we farmed the most.
Yeah, the third one's the most fun, basically.
It's okay. But I'm always the pilot, so I get the more boring jobs. I mean, I love flying, but it's still I fly around for a while.
I've told you several times, I'll be the pilot. I don't mind.
No. I know. I like doing the flying. It's just there isn't a lot going on. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done them with Skiva, and I think that was the most fun because
Because he can't
we were doing
parachute.
that one. He slammed into a cliff at the end of the mission. We were like, okay, everybody come down nice and gentle, and he's like, I don't know how to do that. And so he's like, we all land on the beach, and he just screams past us. We're like, no, you need to turn away from no, what are you doing? He disappears over a ridge, dies.
We had made it out. Everybody was at the helicopter, and he ran into a cliff and died. I've got the footage somewhere. I recorded most of those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was pretty funny. And then
so yeah,
we
if
did
you
a
ever
little
need people
bit
to
of
play
game
with,
mode.
we'd be more than willing.
Definitely.
You betcha.
For sure. Yeah.
We've even got a StarSide clan or group or whatever.
Yeah,
crew.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Crew, whatever.
It's a clan.
Nice.
It's the same thing.
One of us.
And yeah, we are known for doing incredibly stupid things.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what that game is for.
Yeah,
really
no,
is.
I know. It really is.
Like, I want to try and jump 3 helicopters on a motorcycle. Nope.
That sounds awesome.
You could probably do it on Electro.
Maybe, if they're small helicopters.
Yeah.
Not 3 cargo bobs and line
No,
up like
3 cargo
those.
bobs?
not nose to.
Drop 3 cargo bobs in a truck.
There you
Do
go.
it in a semi.
That's actually what I used to do on GTA 4 pretty much all the time. Like, everybody would always go to the airport, and so I would jump into the Annihilators there and just fly around and, you know, try and maintain air supremacy. And but every once in a while, like, people would be fairly peaceful in that room, and so I'd just fly around, and like, there were always a lot of really nice jumps at the airport to go off of. So people would be doing these jumps, and I would fly underneath of them as they were going over the jump, just to like entertain myself. And they'd just be like, that was so cool. So like, there'd be sometimes though where they'd like try bikes or mopeds or whatever, and I'm like, they're not making it over. And so I'd just like sit underneath of them and just fling them wherever.
And watch.
Yeah, just murder with the blades.
Oh man, that would be pretty funny. Oh, where did this go?
But now I have the wonderful Hydra.
Yeah,
So nice.
I've got one too.
Did you get one?
Yeah, I finally got one.
Dalmont, what's yours?
Yeah, I got a Hydra and a Savage, and I'll admit, like, the Hydra's fun, but I actually like flying the Helos better in that game.
Oh no, I'm all about the jets. Well, air.
I don't know.
Air in general.
I don't know why I like the Helos better, but I think it's because you get more fine control and can do better close air support for ground people, and because there's usually a lot of ground people. And I think, actually, you know what I think it really is? In a jet, you're alone, right?
Yeah.
You are the only person flying. But in a helo, like the Savage, you've got a whole bunch of people around, and you can all kind of help out. It's that same thing, just like with other MMOs, if you will. I like having a group in, working together directly.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like,
I think
you
that's
can still work
probably
together,
fun.
but it's just in a different way as far as a jet goes.
Yeah.
Like, I like being the guy where it's like, stuff's going down and it's like, we need air support, and then all of a sudden I just rain fire down from the sky. Like, I love being that dude where it's like, yeah, he came, and like, he just shot everybody, and all the cars are exploding and all this cool stuff.
Yeah, I want a tank. That'll be my next goal.
Tanks are awesome. I don't have one, but my buddies on PS4 do, and they will just wreck people with them.
Yeah, that'll be my next goal, is to make the 1 point whatever million.
Yeah, not as ridiculous as
tank.
the Hydra, but still expensive.
Yeah. So yeah, if you ever need somebody with a couple of jets or something, just give us a call. We'll
Give you guys a ring.
Yeah, we'll make things die. Just for you.
We'll be your backup.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice, good to know.
Except I might bring the Savage because it has a lot more missiles.
Yeah, that thing's ridiculous.
I know, I love it so much. But yeah, I'm actually, I've taken a little bit of a break from that game. I'm actually kind of starting to get ready to get back into GTA a little bit.
Likewise.
Just the little running and gutting bit, and I actually want to go through the heists again, but I want to do it without using Kurumas.
You're funny.
Well, mine isn't that different because mine's just a Kuruma, but it's not armored. So I just use that one because I like it.
Yeah.
I want
Also,
to
I
try
can
doing them
see-
all with the same crew. In one go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a stream.
I'm down
That's a
with that.
long stream. You mean all at once?
Yeah.
Or that's a long stream. That's all day. That's an all day
Yeah.
thing for sure. If you do it like well.
I feel like
I'll
No,
go get the
it wouldn't be
alcohol
that
and we
long.
can do it tomorrow.
It's like an hour and a half at least each heist.
Well, Trevor's heist is particularly bad.
Yeah. There's a lot of steps to that one.
Yeah. And assuming you want to do it all without dying, I mean, if somebody dies, you have to start over,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of blows.
Yeah, for the elite one or the master criminal, whatever it is, like you have to have a superb crew that's worked together a lot.
Yeah. Which basically means Dalmont's out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Dalmont.
Yeah, and then you all get the money, and I get nothing. You're rich bastards.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Just
No, but I'd be down for just rolling through them because I mean practice does help a lot if we want to go for that thing eventually. And Chris has this way with that prison break heist, that horrible heist.
Right.
I'm
just good at
that
shooting
heist.
people in the head.
Because I love just landing and then you gotta go. Like you gotta get a good landing and get a great takeoff.
Yeah, and then I get to shoot down all the helicopters next to your face the whole time.
He walked into the prop. That's the best thing.
It wasn't me. It was KY.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't playing.
Yeah, you weren't there. I was the pilot. We landed the plane. And everybody had gotten in except for KY, and he ran up to the spot where the one dude jumps in, right?
Yeah.
So you can't get in there. So he hit F or whatever it is to jump in, and his character turns around, runs directly into the propeller blades, and dies.
That's amazing.
Like we were there, we were gone, but no.
Yeah.
It's depressing. It was pretty funny though. Almost as bad as Schema landing on the cliff.
It was the last 10 seconds.
Yep.
Oh man.
I don't know. All I can say is in GTA 5, the assault shotgun is king.
See, I've never used it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, assault shotgun with silencer. I mean, that's pretty hard to beat.
I always use the assault rifle.
Yeah.
You
Or
don't
sniper
know
rifle.
how much of that game I play with just a pistol.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you,
I
James
just get.
Bond?
Yeah, I headshot everyone.
Oh, okay. Right.
Like the
He's the
only
man
time
with
I
the
don't
golden
do that
gun.
is the prison because it takes 10 shots to the head to kill
when
the
it's
SWAT.
hard mode or whatever. Yeah. I wonder if there's an easier way to get through the prison because we did figure out that on the last heist, it's a lot easier if you punch out the first two guards.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kill
It's
the two
weird.
below, but then you can just punch out the rest of them as they come through the door and you don't really take any damage and there's a lot less cops.
See,
I don't know.
Yeah. And then Dal figured out the perfect route to get the fuck out of there, which was really, really nice.
Oh,
Yes. It only took how many fucking tries?
And we figured out that you have to give all the money to one person. Because then you have 3 people that if they get hit, they won't drop money.
True.
Only that one person will, and every time they get hit, they only drop the same amount as before. They don't drop double the amount. So
okay, nice.
yeah, so you end up usually keeping a lot more money.
That's cool.
And then you actually just take the bikes and you go out to the railroad tracks and just ride those.
Sweet.
Yeah. It made that last heist so much nicer.
So you don't lose $40,000.
Yeah, and
more.
every quick restart's an extra $200,000 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when we did it, we lost $100,000
We lost
total.
a lot. We almost lost all of it.
Yeah, no,
It was
but afterwards when we did it, I think
yeah.
we lost $100,000 total.
Something like that.
So we ended with 1.1 mil,
Nice.
which is pretty strong, really. Let's see.
So, Wed, up there in the Pacific Northwest, there's obviously a lot of great area and terrain and stuff like that. Do you do any hiking out there?
I don't do as much hiking, or I guess you could probably clump all that into physical activity.
Exercise, heavy quotes.
Yeah, all that stuff. So before I got into game stuff for a professional career, I thought that I would make a good soldier, and unfortunately, the soldiering taught me better. So I have a back injury from back when I was in the military that kind of prevents me from being too active.
Oh, okay.
Which is great because it fits into my lifestyle anyways.
I guess, yeah.
I know a bit about that feeling.
Yeah, my brother hurt
I'm
his
on medical
foot. It's
discharge as
basically
well.
screwed. He still is. Yeah, it's he can't do much with it.
Anybody looking at the window? Because that was really cool. I gotta say, that was really cool.
Nice.
So, I did remember something. We actually just had a staff meeting right before this interview was done.
It was a long staff meeting too.
It was.
Oh my God.
They tend to be, right? We only have them every other week.
Yep.
A lot of our team is autonomous, and they work great on their own, so we don't really have to have a lot of oversight, which is great because I don't think we would have time for any oversight. But anyways, one of the things that we have been hearing a lot of the community talk about and wanting is some kind of official roadmap from Shine that determines what we're working on, kind of the features that we have in the back of our minds and what's coming down the pipeline and that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited to say that we have something in the works, and we should be releasing it publicly this week that will not only let you guys see what we have in store, but also continue to see what we have in store, as it will continue to be updated as the development process continues.
Yay!
Get hype.
Right.
Yeah, so it should be good, and I think the other thing that's really nice is it should answer a lot of those questions that we get really tired of answering, because
like when is capital ship systems happening?
Yeah.
Exactly, because the answer is out there somewhere, but
When
obviously
can I put a
looking through all
freaking
the different
refinery
places
on my ship so I never have to
Yeah,
build
and why the
another
hell
home
did
base?
we have to
Those
take that
kinds of
away? You
questions.
could do it.
Yeah, exactly.
We could glitch it in before. Why'd you have
worked.
to fix that?
It worked, damn it.
It's the greatest little thing. I never had to build a home base again.
I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
So that we can balance that.
Yeah, well.
And then another thing that we've been working on, we've gotten a lot of requests from GSPs for making StarMade a little bit easier to support on their end, as far as updates and all that other jazz goes. So one thing that we've been working on internally is, are you guys familiar with Docker? Have you ever heard of Docker before?
Yeah, actually I have, but I don't know that many of our viewers will have, so you should probably explain it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So Docker, well, I guess let's back up. So virtual machines allow you to virtualize an operating system in a server, so you can have multiple servers on one physical computer box, right? Makes a lot of sense. Generally, most of the time, you're not using the full load of the server, so you can put multiple quote-unquote servers on there and run different workloads across it. Well, Docker is the logical next step of virtualization for that. So instead of virtualizing the operating system and all of the programs and everything that are involved in it, which by and large are mostly duplications, or in some cases not even needed to run the actual program that you want, Docker allows you to virtualize just a single process. So in this case, consider it the StarMade server. So we can take the StarMade server and all the little tidbits that it requires to run and package that up into a nice little image. And then when you want to run it, you can just say Docker run StarMade, and it will pull down all of the files and everything that's required to run and run it right there on your server. The best part about it is that it doesn't matter what kind of server you have. You could have a Linux server, you could have a Mac computer that you're running it on, you could have a Windows server, and Docker doesn't really care. It will run all of those the same.
That's actually pretty nice.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Right.
we've literally distilled the process of starting up a StarMade server to a single command. You run that single command, and you have a StarMade server.
Yeah,
Everyone gets a StarMade server.
right?
You get a StarMade server.
Exactly.
You get a StarMade server.
That'd
Would
be
be nice.
definitely a performance increase for existing servers as well.
Yeah, it
A little
sounds
more
like
compact.
And that's one of the things that I'm not saying you guys, but like a lot of people don't really realize is there's a lot of like smaller background stuff that gets done between big updates like Rails and all this kind of stuff that people just kind of overlook and they don't realize it. And they're like, well, what's the dev team doing? And it's like, well, there's all this other kind of stuff. So that's kind of some of the things that would be covered by the roadmap.
A lot of
Yeah.
it's like technical, boring stuff that they won't
Yeah.
understand or they don't care about.
Mhm.
So, of
Yeah,
course, we're not gonna,
exactly.
be like, hey, look at this thing that you guys have no idea how it operates, and
And
Yeah.
in all
Plants now
reality,
render
usually don't even
3.4%
care
better.
about, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've spent 2 weeks redesigning how the hash tables are stored. You guys care about that so much.
Plants now have 73 blades of grass instead of 62.
Too many blades of grass. Optimize, please.
Please nerf.
Not enough blades of grass.
Glass OP.
Instructions unclear. Now have 73 servers.
Because we can.
Exactly. Yeah, but I think I do like what happens when the patch notes come out, where there's like the Cliff Notes version, and then alright, so if you really want to dig into this is what's actually happened. You know.
Yep.
Did you see Bench's dev talk video?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's something that we didn't really even plan. Bench just kind of pulled that out of his ass and went with it, and it turned out absolutely amazing. I think we had a great community response from that. Exactly,
it is
right?
He just kind of poops lava and yells important things.
Yeah.
Poops lava.
Mostly because he's from Australia.
Hashtag confirmed.
Hashtag poops lava.
I think definitely that's something that we're going to start doing more of.
Pooping lava?
The community response from it.
Yes.
Of course. Why wouldn't you? It's like working out, right? It solidifies the process.
Yeah, it makes your fortitude and constitution stronger.
Exactly. It's like eating salsa every day.
No,
I don't
it's
know if that's
more
a
like
good
eating
idea.
Taco Bell every day.
Oh, man.
No, I want Taco Bell.
Did you
I
did
did
you
it
hear
to myself?
Raiben, did you hear that they're opening up a Taco Bell that sells alcohol?
What?
Where?
Yes. I don't know, but they're doing it. Google it.
Where?
I don't know.
Got that combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Well, that's every military PX ever.
But I thought the idea was to go to Taco Bell when you're drunk, not go to Taco Bell to get drunk.
Yeah, but now
like
it's a
two birds
one-stop
with
shop.
one stone.
Oh man! Now they're gonna leave. Next, they're gonna like add cots and Taco Bell B&B.
Their entire menu
Pillows.
is like 4 ingredients rearranged
It's a
in like
hoax.
Yeah.
Seriously, just imagine a world where every Taco Bell had pillows right above the urinal, so you can rest your head while taking a leak.
wow.
Are there bodies floating
How
outside the
low
window?
have you fallen?
Probably.
Al?
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
I don't know.
Well,
Things happen
That-
when we're on the podcast.
It's a nice ship.
That's all I can say.
Do like
is it still here?
All right.
Lauren, how long are you going to sit here, man? My God.
Where are they launching this? Irvine, California is the first one. So I literally have to drive out to like the side of the U.S. that WebTM's on, as opposed to the side that I'm on, to get alcohol at a Taco Bell.
Or you could just take
We're
alcohol.
Store a
at Taco
stick
Bell.
pack.
Yeah, or
a
you just buy
six
some
pack.
alcohol at the store next door and
Yeah,
walk
that's
into
that's
Taco Bell
probably
with it.
what I'll do. I'm probably gonna have to stick with that.
I brought my own.
Would you like a drink tester? No, it's alright. I got my own.
Sure. Give me some Coke so I can turn this into a rum and Coke instead of just a rum.
Some hot sauce so we can turn it into a sangria surprise.
Oh God.
Jeez.
Oh no, they have that new Mountain Dew sangria, right?
Yeah.
What?
That sounds
I didn't know
horrible.
about that.
I've actually had it. It's
Why?
not the worst thing in the world, but it's not as good as regular Mountain Dew.
Speaking of
Hot
Mountain Dew,
Blast
I
is my
can't believe
thing.
this is actually going to be relevant. I didn't expect it to be. I bought Dew Shine yesterday, which is basically like clear Mountain Dew that's made with real sugar, and that's the only difference that I know of. And it does not taste all that great. Like, it's not that much like normal Mountain Dew, and like I can't believe that it would just be because they use real sugar instead of whatever.
It's
Dew
probably
Shine?
not.
Dew Shine, yeah, Mountain Dew.
Who thought
Dew
that
Shine.
name up?
Like moonshine,
Yeah,
but instead
moonshine,
of moon is
but yeah.
dew.
Yep.
That's
It sounds
terrifying.
like
So-
somebody's gonna
What?
say douche.
So to make it better, douche.
What is Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
So in order to make it better, I
What is
Stop.
Mountain Dew?
cut it with some
Stop.
moonshine.
Okay, so
Stop
here's
it
a
now.
here's a little trivia tidbit for you. My username is actually Mountain Dew backwards,
Dun dun dun.
and that's how I
Wait,
came
what?
up with it.
What?
Everyone always
Yeah.
asks me what my username is.
I was gonna come up with
Christ.
a holy fuck.
God damn it.
I know.
He always
that
thinks
was
it's like
my
based off of
reaction.
web or something. It's
No,
like,
no, no.
Oh, you don't know
I
how many
always-
times I've had people say it's web trademarked. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm
No,
not that
no,
much of a
I
douchebag.
always thought you just wanted to be a wedding planner. So, wed TM.
Although
trademark,
one
wedding?
person did ask me if I was trying to trademark the day Wednesday. which I kind of like. Like, nope, that's just my day. You can't say anything on it.
Yeah.
Anything you say on
don't
Wednesday,
exist on
you have to pay me
Wednesdays.
50 cents for every word.
And you're getting off light. Because I let
Right.
those Canadians pay me 75 cents for it.
But it is 75 Canadian cents.
75
so.
loonies.
Yeah.
Oh, 75 loonies. That's $75, man.
Oh, well, whatever.
A loon's
Yeah, you know,
a
that's
dollar.
about
Canadian money, it
45
doesn't
real
matter.
dollars.
Sadly true. But but then you have to deal with the Canadians' 20% tax.
And their crappy beer.
Yeah, they do. Well, some of it's okay.
Calling them out.
If you know where to go,
Shots
some
fired.
of it's okay. But
Um,
most of it is pretty bad.
Crappy shots.
What is a... Well, do you drink beer up there?
I'm in the Pacific Northwest. It's almost a staple.
Okay, just making sure. Because I believe it was Kupu that was asking, because if he ever makes it that way, he was wondering if there were any good craft beers around there. I'm like, well, I don't personally know, but I know somebody who would.
Portland, Oregon, which is about 2 hours south of me, is
Yep.
the craft beer capital of the world. There's more craft breweries per capita than any other state or any other city in the country. In Portland.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of strange stuff in Portland, so I can't say I'm terribly surprised.
Their city motto is "Keep Portland Weird."
Yes, that's right. I forgot
Yeah.
exactly what the phrasing was, but yeah, that's correct.
My personal favorite trip, if I have to go into anywhere in the Pacific Northwest, is Vancouver.
Yeah, that's actually
I
where. Are you
actually
talking
love
about
it.
Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Vancouver, Washington as well.
Yeah, I know. And they're literally like, they're right next to each other.
Eh,
Confusing. Well,
mm, if
From the
5.5 hours is right
from
next
the,
to each other. Then
from the standpoint of someone living in Michigan where it's 5.5 hours anywhere, yeah.
Kind of like how
Fair
Hawaii
point
is
taken.
right next to Alaska.
I was actually
Yeah.
raised in Vancouver, Washington, which is literally about 7 minutes away from Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah, I my uncle lives in Vancouver, British Columbia, and that's like my favorite place to go on vacation. And interestingly, a lot of TV shows are filmed there because I guess it's cheaper and there's a lot of really good scenery, a whole bunch of different, places that look significantly different from each other in a very close proximity. For instance,
Nice.
Battlestar Galactica was filmed there, believe it or not. But also Psych was filmed there. And there is an episode where they have to go to
Wait, really?
a... Yes. If you ever watch the Space Center episode, where there's some... I don't remember what it was. Like, there's like these two people that were discovering a planet, two astronauts. One of them dies. There's an outside shot of the supposed Space Center, which isn't actually the Space Center. It's the outside of the aquarium
Huh.
in Vancouver.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a weird situation. But yeah, I've been there a lot. It's really nice. It's really pretty, and I like it. And they have, every couple years, they have an amazing fireworks show. It's the actual World Fireworks Championship or something like that, where different countries go up against each other, and it's fun to watch.
Nice.
How much time are we sitting now, Raiben?
We're getting close.
Okay. Let's see. So if you guys, just random question that I thought of, if you guys could go to any country, price not an issue, what would you want to go to, or where would you want to go to?
Present day? Or do we
Yeah.
get to go back in time too?
We'll just stick with present day for now. We can ask
Yeah.
that one next. How about that? Actually, no. Either one. Just say both, I guess. If you have one in mind, go ahead.
I'd really like to go back to the Middle East, and right around like 1 AD era.
Yeah.
Kind of see how things were going back then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about present day? Still Middle East. See how things are going then.
Oh hell no!
Probably not a good idea.
Because I mean, pretty much every line of thought, whether scientific or religious, has civilization starting in that general area.
Mhm.
So it'd be kind of nice just to answer the question of what really happened.
Yeah, I can understand that. You find out they were all using magic parlor tricks.
There's like 30 time travelers there.
Yeah, they're all they're all sitting there
Like,
going, so what the fuck happened here? Yeah, we've been trying to figure that out too.
That's why it was the cradle of
just
civilization.
imagine-
It's just all
exactly.
time travelers.
Yep.
I just imagine time travelers coming back, right, and being really super drunk, being like, let's fuck with people. Let's leave this here.
I can see that, actually. That would be
And you got that
hilarious.
group of guys behind him like, no, dude, don't do that.
They're
no,
like
no,
frat
no,
guys.
you're gonna, oh, yeah.
They're like
The
frat
time
boys.
hippies.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh man, time should be free for everybody, man.
Oh, God, no.
Time.
All right, Dal. Where would you want to go now and in the past?
All right, now I want to go to Japan because that's the best bang for your buck. I think there's just so much crap to do on the mainland. Just so much.
You
But
say mainland like it's not a giant island.
it is a giant island, but it's like mainland
It's
Japan. I
actually-
wouldn't want to
there are
go.
four.
Like for example, as Raiben will attest to it. I don't want to go to freaking
Okinawa.
Oki. Yeah, no, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, spent
As
2.5
far
years
as-
there.
As far as in the past, I would kind of like to check out Rome at its peak.
That'd be
I feel like
yeah,
that
that'd
would
be
be
a good
fun.
one. Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Go see a few gladiatorial games, especially the ones where they have, the ships in the water and they're like actually boarding each other.
Oh,
That'd be
that would be
freaking
cool.
amazing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I think a lot of people forget about those, whereas they think of just like normal, gladiators
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sand kind of stuff, and they don't think about all the crazy stuff they did with it.
Also, the fact that they had really awesome food and it was clean and they had running water and all that other fun stuff. So,
Yeah.
kind of the most comfortable period in history to be in, other than present day, I would say.
That's true.
Fair enough. All right, Chris, what you got?
Oh my god, you cannot ask me this. I don't travel enough, so I just want to go everywhere.
That's not a bad mentality.
Iowa.
No.
What?
No, don't go to
What?
Iowa. I live in Iowa
Iowa?
right now. Don't
Ew,
do
no.
it.
That's
you might
like the
go
last
there.
thing on my mind. Saber, I'm never gonna go visit you.
No,
It's the
I don't want
last
you to
place.
visit me. I'm just saying
It's the only
Iowa
place
in
in the whole
general.
world it doesn't visit.
Yeah.
Like
That's a safe bet. Well, that Nebraska. Don't go to Nebraska either.
the first
Unless
place
you're
I'd
going
go
Or
to.
Montana.
The first place I'd go to is like New York City because I've never been there, and I should have by now, but I haven't.
Granted, you're a lot closer than I am, but I have no
Smells
desire
like
to go
shit.
to New York City. Like,
Smells like shit.
one of my ex-girlfriends loves it, and I would never go there with her. I mean, obviously now, but
Fair
like
enough.
even then, like, I'm
Still
just
smells
not
like
a fan of
shit.
big cities. Seattle.
Fair enough. All right, Chris, where would you want to go in the past?
In the past, I think like somewhere in the Renaissance era, just to see if
Like
it
Italy?
was. Yeah, but like just to see if it was like as crazy as they make it out to be. I mean, it's probably not, but it'd still be like really cool to be like, look at all these people discovering things that it's like is happening with the world,
Like,
and
go chill with Leonardo da Vinci.
I mean, if Leonardo da Vinci wants to chill with me, I'm down with that. Like, bro.
Bro, we'll roll it out. I'll talk to him.
Let's go
flight.
make your freaking crappy helicopter thing that,
Yeah.
that you drew up.
Make it work.
We'll make it. I'll show you how to actually. Oh, that'd be so cool.
No. Then you. Well, actually, no. That'd probably be a good thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Or terrible. That's the way time works.
Yeah, who knows?
yeah.
All right.
Speaking of time travel, have you guys seen the GTA 5 mod that puts the DeLorean from Back to the Future in it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
I have
my
not.
god.
do one.
Actually,
Now I want
you,
to.
you go over 88 miles an hour and you actually do a jump through time.
Where do you go, or when do you go? I should say.
You just that's it, right? You go to the exact same place that you're at, but it like advances the clock 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
So-
So it's not like
Okay.
you don't go to Red Dead Redemption or something.
No.
It would be
but
awesome if you went to
That would be
GTA
awesome.
4.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome in the fact that you're getting chased by cops. You hit 88 miles an hour, and then the car disappears, and you just have this streak of flames where your tires were,
Nice.
and then it waits up a couple seconds, and then you get flashes of light, and then it changes day. All the cops are gone, and the car comes back.
That is pretty cool.
That's a nice way to escape the cops, I guess.
And then your dog Einstein jumps out,
Right? And the flux
Exactly.
capacitor breaks.
and it's really cool. Damn
Oh,
cool.
man.
Exactly.
I was about to say there's a whole bunch of stuff we can steal from this place, but then I realized it's like an admin build sector.
Look at this stuff we can steal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, we probably shouldn't do that. Oh well. All right. Saber?
This is tough because I've been to Ireland, and that's the only foreign country I've been to, but I really want to go back, but then do a tour of like that whole area, Ireland, Scotland, Britain. So I think, I don't know, Germany and Italy would also be cool. Let's just say Europe. Can I just say Europe?
Well, I know
It might as
we
well
won't
be
get-
just a country at this point.
Yeah, the EU helps with that to an
Yeah,
extent.
well,
I know it's kind of like whatever. As far as
I know we won't
past-
get a better answer out of you, so yes, that's acceptable.
Yeah, I can't really narrow it down because I love to travel. Like I would do it all the time if I could. Like I love airport. Like people complain about airports all the time. I'm like, I love airports. Getting layovers is amazing because I'll just walk around for like hours.
What?
Like, you're not alone.
No,
Saber.
really.
You're not.
Yeah, and like there's planes there. Like I freaking love it. And you get people watch. There's so many things to do in airports, and people just complain about it. Like, oh, I got a layover for 3 hours. It's like great. Go walk around.
Yeah, go check stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the ability to do that.
Yep.
Fucking do it.
As far as going back in time, it would be cool to. I think I'm kind of the opposite of down. I think I would actually like to go back to like a more ancient Japan, just to like experience like the samurai era and like yes, it was brutal, but like there was this code of honor there that is really interesting to me.
You would either be worshipped or killed.
Yeah, I mean, just putting like my skin color and physical appearance aside, either Japan, like samurai era, or like the Midwest in Native American times, because like their philosophy is something that I love, where it's just like you live with nature, not like against it. You use whatever you need, like you don't take extra, or you don't leave extra, or all this other
The
stuff.
Midwest specifically?
Well, like the Plains era mostly, because like the nomadic Indians there, or sorry, Native Americans there, were I don't know, they're really interesting because I come from that area, and so it's like I know some of the history that they have, and so like just that kind of mentality in general is just a really appealing mindset to me, which is used more now in like different parts of the country. Like the Pacific Northwest sort of has that, although they have a lot of Native Americans up there too that also help spread that culture. But yeah, just like cultures with like a lot of code of honor or living with nature, like I really find those kind of cultures very interesting.
I'd actually want to check out the Zulu back in their prime.
Yeah,
That'd be terrifying.
The Mayan Empire and
yeah.
I want to know a few things, like, so where did they go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
First of all. Second of all, how did you build the pyramids? Just in the middle of construction, just show up one day,
Yeah.
Or find that
Yeah.
artist who made that like unquote airplane. Like, what was he doing? What was he all about? Like, meet him, just be like, build.
Yeah. I would show up during like Ramses III's like reign in ancient Egypt and just
So
check out all the cool stuff he's doing.
you want to be Moses?
No, but he was like the richest guy in Egypt, and
Oh.
like he wasn't even that rich compared to other people, and look what he did,
Yeah.
like ancient Samaria and all that stuff. That's crazy, and that's pretty far back too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woolly mammoths were still alive in the Egyptian era. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Technically,
yeah.
yes. We just weren't anywhere near them.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying they were I'm not
Well-
saying they were roaming around the pyramids.
We're gonna bring the
Time
mammoths to the pyramids.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how they
It
moved the
was
stones.
It was a
Yeah,
Hannibal
figured it
Lecter
out.
thing, or a Hannibal thing. Fair enough.
Actually, it'd be pretty cool to go around and just imagine just a future where we have time travel tours.
Yeah.
Just arbitrarily.
Keep your
That-
hands and
that-
feet inside the pod at all times.
Yes.
Well,
Or
I
lose
would
them to time.
literally go back
I would.
and just compile a list of great generals and find out how they did it, and if they really lived up to the hype.
True.
I'm talking like everybody from Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, all the way through
Napoleon.
Patton and Napoleon. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, Patton. Dude's a badass.
Yeah.
Going back to World War II would be kind
And
of
a high
nice.
five sitting bull.
Yeah.
It would be
I would-
interesting.
I would
I
shake
would
the crap
invest
out
in
of Teddy
all the
Roosevelt
planes
saying.
and then put them in a store yard and sell the parts later. Because seriously, back I think it was like 1953. and beyond, you could buy surplus World War II aircraft for like $200.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, my dad got his first aircraft post-war for like $150, and he fixed the thing up himself.
Jeez.
Yeah, sold it for $1,000. He's like, "Oh, turned a hell of a profit." Now the thing's like $2.5 million worth of airplane.
Should have held on to
Why
it.
didn't you wait, Dad?
Because it cost like $8 million to keep that thing going through that many years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even used
You have to
putt-putts
be
or
rich.
dozens of thousands.
Seriously. That'd be nice though, to replace your bets, on a football game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna drop all of my money on this one, then you hop back in the time machine, go to the future again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Make
get
sure it all
into Back
goes
to the
into
Future
a
right
high
there.
yield savings account.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or to be honest, an easier way to do it with like only one time jump would be just to go back, steal a couple of famous paintings, that were we know existed, but they're lost, so to speak. Like we've seen them, but we don't know. For example,
Mhm.
and we bring them up to the teacher. But I found it in
Dude,
this place.
Is it a
I would
cave?
get
Found
them
it
to
in my
paint me.
bathroom.
It was at an auction.
I found it in
I
my
would-
time machine.
I would put myself into paintings.
Just paint
So
it.
let it
Photo
buy it.
bomb the Mona Lisa.
Oh my
Yeah, exactly.
God.
Oh man. You just
That
walking
would
up,
be
you should be
good.
like, you should paint me.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I
but it'd
didn't
be
need
awesome.
that
I just imagined his sassy legs.
I'd photobomb everything. Everything.
What, you know
geez.
what? Just do it in such a way, and always include some sort of triangle, right? Just to fuck with the Illuminati conspiracy.
Yeah, even
Right?
triangles.
And you're just everywhere you photobomb or picture
Or
bomb,
an
whatever.
eye.
You're just kind of
An
squinting.
eye in a triangle.
Like get something that looks like a cell phone but isn't a cell
I'll put
phone.
in a
and hold it to your
UFO.
like one.
Like I'll bring a hubcap with me.
Mhm.
Throw it in the air.
Dress up like you're from fucking Tron or some shit, and just but bring the gear with you and just be like, listen, I'm going to put on this strange garb and I'm going to stand over there. Please paint me into this.
Why is that
Don't explain
cowboy
yourself.
standing next to that future man?
Right? Like you gotta put on like a spacesuit. Don't explain.
Oh, there you go.
This
Like
is a
an actual
ceremonial
spacesuit.
dress from my people because you'll obviously look different, right? You have different physical traits. So you just put this is a ceremonial dress. That's how you blend in, right? And then you just photobomb everything, and you just kind of put your hand up, and you do the same pose every time throughout history.
God.
And then you make a claim about it in the future. And then
Talking about
at
trolling
that point,
history. All of history.
Yeah.
You're
all of
literally
history.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the future, you reveal like, open your
That'd be one
closet.
hell of a
There's the
long time.
spacesuit. Here's my travel log. I just fucking trolled history. And you're like the guy who invented the time machine. Like, Chris, you can invent the time machine,
Yeah.
right? You have to be the guy who made it to do that, because then it's plausible that you could get away with it.
Yeah. Because there's no laws in place
Yeah.
yet, and yeah.
No temporal accord.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around when the first guy decides, I think it's time to fuck with the timeline.
Yeah.
I think you probably are.
yeah.
Granted, I would want to see dinosaurs too.
Oh my god,
I'd want to
dinosaurs.
see I'd want to see dinosaurs and then kill one and turn it into Dino Buddies.
I think,
God.
Oh my god.
I think the most
The
likely option
metal.
is
It's
not that
metal
we'll
as
be
fuck.
able. Yeah, I think the most likely option is not that we'll be able to go back in time, but be able to go forward, sort
Yeah.
of. Just given how time dilation and all this stuff works, when you're at higher speeds or near huge amounts of gravity, that kind of stuff. Like the space-time continuum will warp time, but not really in the reverse direction.
That's a hell of a
There's-
gamble.
There's supposedly ways to do it, but it's like highly theoretical and not
Yeah.
safe at all.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I feel like you could, if you traveled near relativistic speeds, right, for long enough, you could get away with spending like 10 years versus 100 or 1,000 or whatever. You could really see some future. I feel like that would be a serious risk though, because I believe that depending on what happens in the world, there might be protocols to deal with people like you when you return.
That's true.
Like you're the rich douchebag who went off there and fucking. It's like the CEO of like Exxon or something decides I'm going to live forever, and he hops in. He builds a spaceship and he hops in it because he's fucking rich.
Yeah,
right?
I say if we do that, we
Well,
retrograde
hold
his
on.
capsule so he burns up in the atmosphere.
That
If
too.
it's a dude like that.
Well, they're him or some other rich Illuminati motherfucker, right? Just the controlling parties or controlling interests and global forces decide we're gonna live forever, and they hop into their spaceships. And eventually, world peace happens because they all fucked off.
Mm-hmm.
And money stopped becoming a driving factor. Well, now we've got world peace, and we have a bunch of, fear-mongering douchebags out there in space living forever. I don't know. It could be an interesting subplot for a book, but yeah, I'm gonna have to subscribe to your solution of retrograde all of the orbits.
Yes.
Direct or bring them down and prosecute them for crimes against humanity. What the fuck do you mean you figured it out?
Doesn't that kind of seem a little bit racist, though? Like, what if it's crimes against some other race? Why is it just humanity that gets to be blocked with legal?
I don't know if it's racist or as if it's more
Speciesist?
I guess.
There we go. Yeah.
I mean, the defining factor there is sentience. If you can prove something sentient, for instance,
Like dolphins.
yeah, like dolphins or chimps.
Yeah.
I think that gives you a lot stronger. Yeah.
What we really need to do is watch out for when the dolphins and the chimps team up and rise against us. We're gonna have issues. They have land and
Dolphins
sea
on
at that
chimps?
point. I was thinking vice versa, but yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, because we can prove that, for instance, chimps have thoughts and emotions.
Did I say dolphins on chimps? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
Oh God.
Makes no sense.
Dolphins riding chimps into battle.
Chimps riding dolphins? in
There
battle?
we go.
No, dolphins riding chimps.
I think
How?
just dolphins. That's pretty cool.
All in dreams now. So
It's like
long, thanks
dolphins,
for all
Like
the
the
fish,
aliens
bitch.
guy.
So long
Dolphins.
and thanks for all the fish. God damn it.
Okay, I think
I
we have to
that's
wrap it
it.
there before it gets
Yeah.
any more crazy.
So long
Then
and thanks
Dal.
for all the fish, y'all.
Now we can
Later,
go record
bitch.
that other thing too.
Okay.
I'm gonna make food first.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
am as well. So, okay, thank you everybody
Game of
for
Thrones
watching.
time.
A huge and amazing thank you to the wonderful Wit TM for joining us on this StarSide podcast. Thank you for
Thank you, bro.
divulging some information that I otherwise would not have dared divulge.
Hey, thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, anytime. Well, I say anytime, but as long as there isn't somebody else lined up. I believe,
Something like that.
and nobody hold me to this strictly, but I believe Bench will be on our next StarSide podcast. He is
Thank you.
lined up as long as the timeline works for everybody. So we will
Lava
hopefully have him
proof
on the next
underwear.
one.
It's actually going to be either Bench or Crusade.
Yes.
Damn.
It's one of those two. I don't remember.
So-
Southern Hemisphere people.
Definitely some stuff to look forward to. And yeah, other than that, I think that will be all from us. Thank you for watching and or listening. We will be putting this up on YouTube. Or, do you guys want to do it tomorrow or wait until
It'll be
Tuesday
up
like
tomorrow.
normal? Okay.
It'll
yeah,
be
all
up
right.
tomorrow. If we did it, yeah, it's always the day after. Besides, that way people can, instead of, because they didn't get to see it today
Yeah.
or Monday, then,
Mhm. And Monday is Memorial Day, right?
Yes, it is.
So everybody, please thank a veteran for their service. And
Actually,
their
don't.
sacrifice.
That's going to sound
Or
horrible, but Veterans Day is for those veterans that are still alive.
Right. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm mixing that up. Please take time to remember the sacrifices that those who have had to give it all for all of us. So I myself, I'm going to be watching Band of Brothers because that's what I try and do every Memorial Day and or Veterans Day, because that is an amazing show and it does wonders to remind you of what has been done for us. So anyway, that out of the way, thank you again for
And I'll
watching.
be pouring one out for a few friends of mine.
That's right. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you guys another time. See you, StarSide.
See you.